Everyone, listen carefully because with the help of all you clever detectives out there, I believe we have solved this mystery. I have Wadsworth here, and I am ready to announce the solution to the mystery of what you might have saw the other night that gave you such concern.
Very good. Well, do go on.
Yes, as you know, I am a master detective myself. And not only have I solved all your riddles, but I have interrogated all your suspects and have pieced together every last clue in detail to come up with this conclusion. On the night in question, Colonel Mustard arrived at the building intent to help with an unknown type of project. Upon finding no one here and became quite hungry, Colonel Mustard decided to have a snack of sausages and cured meats and that he had brought with him. Colonel Mustard set the meats down on a plate and left to retrieve a small pot, or some might call a teapot, of French mustard he keeps hidden on the premises. At that very instant, Yvette, the Minute Maid, saw the assorted meats left out in the open and cleared and cleaned the room without ever being seen, as she is a fast maid. Miss Peacock then entered, smelling the sweet smoke of cured meats lingering in the air. Colonel Mustard was returning, but soon realized that the teapot was empty, having forgotten that he had finished the mustard earlier that week, and let out a scream of both hunger and disappointment. Miss Peacock fled, and Colonel Mustard threw the teapot in frustration, ran down the hall, and left the parking lot looking quite annoyed. A most concerning scene, if ever there has been one. No wonder you wanted to report it, Wadsworth.
Wow. I mean, just wow. Like, I must say, that's an incredible job.
Thank you.
I mean, incredible, as in unbelievable, as in it's unbelievable how you could get it so wrong. That is not even close to the correct solution. What detective school did you go to?
Is that correct? I thought I had it all down. If that's not the solution, then I'm afraid I must insist you tell us now. No more puzzles, no more clues.
All right, fine. This has all become so exhausting. And I suppose the butler's code, well, it's more of a guideline anyway, so I'll tell you.
Please, go ahead then.
Well, here's the real solution, okay? So on the night in question, I had to buttle a bit earlier than I normally do. And when I do this, sometimes I call it a little bitty bitty bumbo.
A bitty bitty bumble?
Yes, a bitty bitty bumbo. Anyhow, as I looked at the front door that night, I noticed Professor Plum standing over a cauldron at the front desk. And he was muttering, "Oh, what a surprise I have for this place. And yes, they're all going to get it now. All of them, and their little dogs too." Well, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And after all, Professor Plum is normally plum delightful. But I wasn't the only witness. At that very moment, I saw Mrs. White enter, and she took one look at the scene and let out a piercing scream and went running down the hallway. Well, I had seen enough and ended my bitty bitty bumbling for the night. And so I decided to return the next day and to let you know what happened, fulfilling my duty as the butler to protect and serve this building.
Unbelievable. Wadsworth, Professor Plum standing over a cauldron and saying the whole place is in for it? That story is amazing and unnerving. I must thank you for your service. Let's get Professor Plum in here right away so we can get to the bottom of this.
Yes, you called?
Yes, Professor Plum, have you heard what Wadsworth had just reported to me about you standing over a cauldron at the front desk and cackling? What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Wadsworth essentially has everything correct.
Aha, so you admit it.
Yes, though I wouldn't say it was a cauldron I was using. I was using a big pot. You see, I've been planning a special project to make treats and hot apple cider for everyone here. I was using the big pot to practice and to get the recipe just right.
Wait, what? You are standing over a big pot, mixing treats you want to hand out to everyone? That sounds plumb delightful. But wait, was it Wadsworth? But wait, Wadsworth told us you were mumbling. Oh, what a surprise I have in store for this place. Yes, they're going to get it now. All of them. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I suppose that does make sense. But you were making treats for everyone. Plus, we have had all those extra treats that I've been handing out to winners this week. Those must have been your practice batches. But what about Miss White? What did she see that caused such a fright, sending her screaming and running?
Oh, that! I had just spilled a little from the pot out onto the ground by stirring it too hard. Mrs. White saw the mess, and you know how she likes to be clean. Well, she screamed and went to get something to clean the mess up. She ran down the hallway for her cleaning products. Mrs. Peacock must have heard the scream and left before seeing anything else.
What about Colonel Mustard looking annoyed?
Oh, I believe that was from me putting some snacks on his desk and forgetting that he was not eating a lot of sugar. I believe the gesture caused him to leave right away looking annoyed.
Well, that does wrap up the solution up in a nice little bow. This whole thing was just about you trying to make some treats for all of us. We just solved the case. Take that, Grey's Anatomy. My podcast didn't need 19 episodes to get there. I want to thank everyone who helped out this week and announce that I've decided to hang up my podcasting microphone for now. I don't want to be attracting any more of those true crime dramas around here. But I hope you all had fun and enjoyed our little shows. I know I had fun. Thanks everyone for listening. The end. Ready?